This is Peter Zalewski of the Miami Condo Investing Club. I'm a condo consultant. I'm also a expert witness. Black Friday, so that means there's deals all around, plentiful deals. So how am I spending my Black Friday? I'm out condo shopping. I'm checking out some of the condo towers and some of the deals that are out on the street in Greater Downtown Miami here at the beginning of the winter buying season. This is also the symbolic start of the winter buying season, which is going to go from November through April. I figured I would give everyone a glimpse of sort of what's going on in the Brickell Avenue area. You can see in the background some of the different towers that are all rising. They're under construction. They're completed. Seeing a lot of signs, a lot of for rent signs, whether they're coming from landlords, i.e. REITs, or whether they are coming from individuals. Man, that's what I'm seeing. Let me sort of give you a glimpse of this. I tried to do this before last weekend and couldn't really make it out. This one you might be able to make out. Let's see. You're going to switch the screen. Can you see all of the vultures? We have vultures everywhere. We also have some, it's like ravens or pigeons that are fleeing the vultures. What's the significance of the vulture? Well, the vultures come down here during the winter time. They come out of Ohio. They're called turkey vultures, not the ones we ate yesterday, but the ones that effectively spend their time up in the Ohio area and then they winter down here in South Florida. So I wanted to give you a little glimpse of that, but I also want to kind of talk to you about what's going on. So we've been running some statistics, and based on the statistics, we went all the way back to 2000, and we're finding that this summer buying season we just ended up, this was going to be May through October. We're effectively parallel to where we were in 2007. 2007 was the first year after the great boom that peaked in 2006. First time we saw sales fall and prices rise. Well, we saw that again in the summer of 2025. Sorry about that. Somebody actually has an off-road bike on the streets, but it's Miami, so you can get along with it fine. So we've really stepped up our research. We're taking a look at what's going on, trying to gauge where the market is. One of the things I can tell you is based on all the signage and what I'm hearing, a lot of developers are throwing it against the wall this winter. They're hoping as all these visitors come into town, they fall in love with it. They then come to realize that they deserve, because they work so hard, they deserve a place, a second home, probably in Miami. What they're going to go ahead and do is start shopping for condos. Typically, they will close on their transactions end of the winter, beginning of the summer. Again, summer buying season's May through October. So this is really a critical time where that's happening in the condo market. And it's anybody's guess, but if things don't go as well as you would think, we might actually see some of these projects get shelved and or put up for sale. I did an interview on Wednesday. Today's Friday. I'm all messed up with the holiday. And I was talking to a guy, a technologist. He's worked for Lyft. He's worked for others. He does AI. He's the one who does all of my music for my podcast. He was saying based on AI and the amount of money that's spent with in-house sales teams, as well as $1 million sales offices, as well as condo launch parties, which I love. I love to go out there and eat and drink for free and then not necessarily buy anything. But what he's saying is based on how the data collection is working in the AI, we actually could see cutback by developers in terms of how they try to peddle this new product. Let me go ahead and give you a glimpse. This is a brand new project going up. It's called Lofty. It's also with the Standard. This is actually on the south bank of the Miami River on the Brickell Avenue area. I'm going to give you a glimpse. This is something called the Standard as well as the Lofty. It'll be a condo as well as a condo hotel. So we'll give you a little glimpse. There you go. That's the sales center that's going on in the bottom of a rental tower. Oh, there we go. We got some nice little vultures circling South Florida. These things are called turkey vultures because they're massive. But right to the east and north, you're going to see the Lofty and the Standard. Miami River will be right there. You got the Metro Rail in the distance. You'll have the north bank of the Miami River. You also have a bunch more vultures, if you can notice it, just to the just above that electricity pole. We got the Metro Rail coming by. That's really kind of part of where a lot of people like to spend their time in South Florida. We can see some of the older generation product. You also see a for rent sign. Why are you seeing so many for rent signs? You're seeing them because these REITs have come in. They built a ton of product. By the way, this is going to be called the Brickell City Center. That is actually one condo tower. There's another condo tower in the distance that will be where Sugar is up on the top. It's also the East Hotel. Then we're going to get into some rentals. We'll get into Brickell Heights. We'll go over to 9 at Mary Brickell Village. And then you'll see some more rentals. Typically, when you look at these towers, if you see rail, that means it's going to be a rental tower. And if you see masks, it's typically a condo tower. This is the beginning of the underlying. This is a park that's been created, and the park was created effectively to try to provide some park space underneath the metro rail. So get a good glimpse here, some of the money that's gone in. Let's see if I can reverse this. There we go. So you got the train tracks and all of the land below. They're turning into a park. It'll take you all the way down to Kendall, somewhere in the vicinity of 13, 14 miles or so. If you were to walk the whole thing, take you through the Gables and other sites. Nice little glimpse. We can see what Brickell's like. You then see the mall. You get a great shot of Lofty and the Standard. Got traffic coming on. You can see some of the original. See how these one-story high places. Yeah, you're not gonna see much of that anymore, simply because the land cost is way too expensive. So we're wondering up. This is a site that at one time had the Inner Miami and the Dave Beckham and some hero painted all over it. It's actually a gym way back in the day. I used to go to the gym. They've torn it down, and now apparently looks like they're putting up these rentals. Atlantic Pacific is doing it. Ultra luxury rentals. What the hell that means? I have no idea. Everything is luxury and ultra luxury. How come they don't sell commoner rentals? Why don't they ever lease out